That's what's happening right now. We see this in the leadership. Because when basic bills to audit the Fed, that even some that have bipartisan support get shut down by Harry Reid. Right. So I was going to say McConnell. It's the same thing, same guy. Harry Reid, who's in the leadership, by these leaders who don't even support bipartisan bills. And what do you expect? What do you want? Right. What can get done?
Well, this is the issue that we're talking about here. Is nobody is willing to actually sit here and call out the issues.
You're talking about hyperpluralism.
It is, exactly. That's our problem. When people keep talking about getting things done in Washington, when people keep talking about fighting for this thing and fighting for that, and saying one thing and doing another, we see the same issues take hold in Washington over and over again, and it's a result of people not willing to stand up and hold their damn leaders accountable. It is crony capitalism run amok. And you just see just how destructive a central planned economy can be. Vito, I haven't seen that big of a loss since 2008. You haven't seen that big of a drop in the stock market since 2008. And for people to tell me that it's all okay, the Fed will just stabilize the economy, and we're going to look for stabilizers that could help foster a safe economic growth environment, all these and I'm just reading talking points here off of these media outlets that mainstream media is just telling you. Please don't be stupid. Don't fall into a trap. Stay with me here for a second. Understand that if you do try to, quote, stabilize the economy with government force, all you're doing is impeding freedom in other areas. And that's where destruction comes from. That's where you get problems. That's where you get issues. I don't see people coming forward and standing up to the Fed. That is where our issues lie. The Federal Reserve saying, not even proposing anything, just mentioning that they're going to have to, sometime in the future, maybe in September, raise interest rates, causes this big, deep decline in a day. In a couple of days, actually, because it also started over in Friday, and they hoped over the weekend it would stabilize, but Monday was a disaster as well. It was the biggest disaster, I think, of the entire week. And how does the market stabilize? One of two ways. Either A, it gets rid of all the bad assets and all the bad investments made with low interest rates by bankruptcy and people going out of business, or the government just comes in and just keeps shooting them up. It keeps propping up an economy based on fiat money, and keeps propping up an economy based on crony capitalist favors. That's the scariest part. That's what I'm concerned about. And if you're an American right now sitting at home, you best be concerned too, because your issue here isn't just with President Obama. It has to do with the Federal Reserve System that has been dating back to Woodrow Wilson. And I'm telling you, central banking, this whole the concept of stabilizing an economy with a central bank, a monopoly on the currency that people use, is very destructive. Very dangerous.
Go out and buy gold.
Go out and buy gold. Gold is... and listen, we're not giving away investment advice. I want to clear the legal air here.
Yeah, before we get sued.
But if you take a look at gold, gold is very strong, very powerful. Gold is stable because there's only a certain amount of gold in the world. You cannot manipulate the product of gold. The supply of gold cannot be manipulated. You can certainly manipulate prices of fiat money. That's not a problem. But I think it just goes to show you, Vito, how dangerous and how manipulative the stock market is because of the Federal Reserve. You got to find something to do here. You got to ask yourself, who's fighting for this change in Washington right now to take some accountability to this institution? And Rand Paul is doing a great job. Absolutely. He's doing a great job. I got to give him a heads up here. I got to give him a high five from New York over to D.C. to Kentucky. And on the way to Kentucky, slapping McConnell in the face because he is doing a great job. Rand Paul, when he wants to audit the Fed. You got to ask yourself, how are you going to do something like this? Are we going to do it by just ending the institution outright with legislation? How are you going to get votes? Or are you going to take it in small incremental steps? And I think somebody like Rand Paul is doing a great job. And I hope other Tea Party members and libertarian-like candidates can get on board. Listen, Vito, we're going to break. When we return, we got our special guest calling in.
Ellie Mae.
That's right. Part of the new segment here on the show called Millennial Moments. Plus, forget about our moments of the week and Twitter fan of the week when we return here to the Vito and Vito Show.
Guess who's number one?
Guess who's the number one political talk radio on Live 365? You got it. War. Guess who can't stand it? The liberals. This is War. We are America Radio.
We may be surrounded. We may be outnumbered. We may be outgunned. But we'll never, ever stop the fight. Not while we're behind enemy lines. On We Are America Radio. Wednesday night at 10 p.m. War.
Who might you save?
Your mother, your father, your husband, uncle, aunt, son.
Learn FAST, F-A-S-T, the sudden signs of a stroke, and you could save.
Your friend, teacher, boss.
F, face drooping. A, arm weakness. S, speech difficulty. T, time to call 911. F-A-S-T. That's F, face drooping. A, arm weakness. S, speech difficulty. T, time to call 911. The sooner they get to the hospital, the sooner they'll get treatment. And that can make a remarkable difference in the recovery of
your neighbor, the waiter, grandmother, grandfather.
So learn FAST, the sudden signs of a stroke, then pass it on, because you never know who might save you.
Your wife, your colleague.
Spot a stroke fast. Visit strokeassociation.org. Brought to you by the American Stroke Association and the Ad Council.
You are listening to War Radio. This is where we assassinate liberal lies with documented facts and obliterate moderate Republicans who want to join their side. We are America Radio.
Vito and Vito Show. Check out the website, www.vitoandvito.com. And give us a follow on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Vito and Vito Show. Again, check out our website, www.vitoandvito.com. Network listings, past articles, and... what else have we got on that website, Vito?
I think we're giving away some free t-shirts.
That's right,
again.
we're giving away free t-shirts. A part of Art is War. Yes. Art is War. Cool t-shirt company. They have a conservative website, by the way. They're giving out awesome stuff. So go ahead and check them out. artiswar.com.
That's right.
.us, excuse me. artiswar.us. Yeah. Check them out. artiswar.us. Go to our website, www.vitoandvito.com. Subscribe. Put in your email for a chance to win a free shirt. We're going to randomly select one and go ahead and give them away on the show. It's going to be a lot of fun, Vito. Listen, I want to talk about some crazy stuff that's going on in the world.
That's right, because
What did you do? I want to hear this.
I did something, Vito.
Oh, please. Please tell me what you did. I'm dying to hear it.
I put out a tweet.
All right, let's hear this.
Okay.
We all tweet. Go ahead.
No, but you have to go look at this one.
Okay, go ahead.
Because if you click on the link that goes to vitoandvito.com,
okay,
there's this meme.
All right.
That we're going to discuss. Ready? Just listen to this one.
Okay. Well, first of all, let's start with this.
Well, this is what I'm going to say.
Who put the meme out?
This is what I'm going to say.
All right. You've seen everything already for you, so go right ahead.
Well, it's right here on the website that Occupy Democrats
okay.
put out Diana Betrito, a member, said that Republicans hated JFK because he was Catholic. They hate Obama because he's half black. They hate Hillary because she's a woman. They hate Bernie Sanders because he's Jewish. Let's face it, Republicans hate anyone who isn't a straight white male Protestant.
Oh my God, you got to be kidding me.
I didn't know my party hates me.
This is ridiculous. This is Occupy Democrats. This is nothing but the left coming about, pushing about nonsense.
This is just ridiculous.
Yeah, this is absolutely ridiculous. So she's admitting that all Democrats do is play partisan identity politics. That's all they do. They don't talk about policy because JFK, even though he was a Catholic, was a Democrat. And not for nothing, the guy did cut taxes, so I'll give him that much. And Republicans actually praise him for it, so she doesn't know what she's talking about, this woman. What's her name? Tell me her name again. She's a member of the Occupy Democrats, right?
Yes, Diana Betrito.
Oh my God! You know, Occupy Democrats, by the way, is a pretty powerful and strong thing. Like it's a well-known group. It's like 99% strong and like stuff like that. Yeah. Like it's a strong group.
It's a special group.
It's a special group, and it is strong. It's strong and special because it's got a lot of special people in it. And Vito, what weighs more, Like a bag. What has the quote go? Like a bag of flowers or something, or a bag of feathers.
What weighs more, a ton of bricks or a ton of feathers?
See, you are the metaphorical king here on the show, and that's why we love you and keep you around.
Yep, this is why I'm here.
That's true. We got millennials coming on the show too. It's going to be a lot of fun. We have again Ellie Mae calling in just a little bit. She's going to give us her take on
in
this
5 minutes.
In just 5 minutes.
So if she's listening in exactly 5 minutes, count to 65 times, and then call us.
It's gonna be a lot of fun. I mean, it's good to have people on, and we're gonna go ahead and get her take on this, because the thing on the show too is I want to get a millennial perspective on this, and I showed a lot of my college friends this thing. They saw this meme and they said, "Okay, this is stupid." Even like crazy communist, like guys who walk around and call each other comrades, like those type of communists in the college realm, they're the ones walking around looking at this meme and are saying to themselves, "This is crazy talk. This is insane. What are they talking about?" This woman, you see, this is the problem with politics, they say. And guys on the right are saying the same thing. Guys on, whether it be Tea Party guys or conservatives or libertarians. They all come out, and everyone basically is in agreement on this all across the political spectrum. If you agree with the stupid meme that basically says Republicans play identity politics, you don't know what you're talking about.
It's one thing to attack, conservative policies or anything. I get it. You're an idiot. But if you attack us because they say we hate Bernie Sanders because he's Jewish, you're a special kind of idiot.
Well, because Bernie Sanders is, and he says it himself, he's a democratic socialist. And even though he's running around the country trying to raise money, even though he's running around the country trying to use capitalism in order to become president of the United States by raising money and appealing in popularity and trying to persuade you to vote for him instead of by using force, this guy is going to walk around and basically tell the people that he's a democratic socialist and this is what he believes in, which we said on the show before in the past. Good for him, at least he's honest, but he's wrong. And I could criticize his policies. Like the guy comes out and says we need a 90% tax on all those who make lots of money. And I say this guy's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. This is the same people that walk around, the Sanders and the O'Malleys and the Obamas of the world, and the Clintons, you could put her in there as well, who all say the same nonsense. Income inequality is a terrible thing, and this is their policy prescription on how they're going to fix it. Raise taxes, kill rich people. I mean, this is the things that they support. So when you finally sit there and you can debate policy with them, all right, now you're starting to get somewhere, but Vito, this is what I don't get. I don't get this. What is the point of putting out something like this? Now, Occupy Democrats is not a stupid group. They certainly, well, they're stupid, but you know what I mean. They certainly know. They know that what they're doing, they're taking a strictly political point, which is policy prescription and stuff like that, and they are making it solely about identity. For the group that shouldn't care about identity, they're only making this about identity.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
And I find it to be absolutely remarkable. What was your take when you showed this to all your friends who, college kids?
Well, I don't have friends.
You don't. Okay,
so when I showed my family, I mean, it's just too ridiculous. You can't. There's nothing about Republican Democrat. This is just making it up. I mean, come on. What I first think of is our slew of hundreds of candidates who are running for president.
Right.
Because it says Republicans hate JFK because he was Catholic.
Mm-hmm.
Off the top of my head, I don't remember his name, but I know there's a Catholic running.
Okay.
Okay?
We got more than that. Keep going.
They hate Obama because he's half black. Guess what? Ben Carson is fully black. Okay? We got the whole blackness there. Okay, not a half.
He's 100% black.
100% black.
He's black.
I hope so. You should probably fact check that. But I definitely think he's full black.
If I could take a guess here, Ben Carson is a black man. Okay. And what else? But there's more. I know there's a lot more there. I said something about a woman, right? You're breaking up here.
No, because my sister's not into politics. She's like 6. No, she's 16. And she goes, after the debate, she goes, Vito, I like the black guy. I don't remember his name, the black guy. I think, Jesus Christ, ain't you politically correct in this house? Okay, that's Dr. Ben Carson to you.
But they also talk about how, they hate
they
women.
Hate Hillary because she's a woman.
Oh, come on.
Call it Fiorina. Trust me, I love women.
There you go.
Okay?
And don't just break it down there. You got other political commentators.
Yes.
Ann Coulter, S.C. Cupp. You got other women who are...
Yeah, but I'm just comparing to our candidates. Because
if
you like to compare the Republican to the Democrat candidates, because if you scroll down to our article, because I know you're all on VitoandVito.com right now, if you scroll down the article that you wrote, Vito, on the bottom is a meme by Behind Enemy Lines that shows the wonderful diversity of the Democratic Party.
Dude, we got Hispanics, Ted Cruz, Marco Rubio, Jeb Bush even speaks Spanish, and he's white, I think. And you have people like, you got Ben Carson, and like, I don't really care about identity politics. I don't think
Jewish?
I don't think anybody. What?